go, D.
Mariota on first down. Flushed out right. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Mariota to throw it. His throw incomplete. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And now we get a peek at the Titan offense.
So let's all work together on this one because it's natural to just watch the football. But I want all of us to watch the center of this offensive line, the center and the 2 guards. They've got to be able to control the point of attack, and they didn't do such a good job on that last play. Plenty of opportunities to redeem themselves. They'll have to take advantage of that and start to make progress.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Two first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there. Getting into the act on the opening drive here with a sack. And remember, they had 5 last week.
And they saw that on film, and that meant that they had to get together. Offensive coordinator, quarterbacks coach, offensive line coach, receivers coach, and say, how do we beat this pressure? Because everyone has to win against the defense and get the ball out of the hands of the quarterback very quickly.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And he hits the running back, Dion Lewis. Oh, and Lewis lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch 54. Hey, tight. Back.
Going quickly out wide to Moore. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
180. 54. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. He's checking in.
They go quickly here out to Moore. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play. On first and 10, Newton. And he'll go right back to Moore, complete again. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Newton to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Trying to power it in with Arma. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's third and goal. Here's Newton. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Partner, are they going to cover him? That's 4 catches and the touchdown grab on that opening drive.
But what we're seeing so far, I believe, is their understanding that they want to go to him and often, but also they know they've got to move him around a little bit, get him into some different spots to continue to find open space to throw him the football. Otherwise, I just run 2 or 3 guys at him. They're doing a nice job of finding his way open, scheming him, as they like to say.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Spinning away, and he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least 1 home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Dancing to his left, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Mariota gives to Henry. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
So from Panther territory now, it's first and 10 at the 43. Now Lewis. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
Check.
They'll try to throw now. Mariota. Forced it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Off the edge, Mario at a Wilson gets the sack.
Well, that takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
3rd and long here for Mariota. And he's going to go down again. K1 Short picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. The numbers for McCaffrey last week: 15 carries, 58 yards, and a score.
And to me, the goal is the exact same thing as last week. Get him the ball early and often. I think he's got another big game in him in this one.
Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the 50, Newton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 15 there. The Panthers have a 1st down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready. Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Newton escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Cam Newton with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. He hit him earlier in this first quarter with his arm. Now he does it with his legs.
Right now, he's one of those stat stuffers that you see on the basketball court. You know, the guy with points, rebounds, assists, steals. One with the arm, one with the legs. Let's see if he can continue this pace.
And sending out the reminder that, yeah, look, I'm known for having an arm, but I can do it with the legs on occasion when I need to. Extra point try, good by Gano. And that'll make the score 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Marcus Mariota and the Titans about to go on offense. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground. But that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. The numbers for Davis last week: 4 catches, 73 yards.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Mario Addison able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pulled in at the 24. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
Let's go. Let's do it.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Partner, they weren't quite in the red zone, but things are starting to get condensed on the field. Throwing the corner route there, really nice play because it gives them a little bit of room to complete it.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. This is McCaffrey, and he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was trying to get it to Taywan Taylor, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing, Mariota. The open man is Smith. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, it's Mariota. Flush to his right. It's caught by Davis. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, a 22.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Mariota on target there to Humphries. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
On second down, it's Henry. And some space here. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
Well, since we don't have a rooting interest in this one, neither one of us wanted to see this one get out of hand too early. Here we are in the first quarter. That was an important response for them to score, already down 21.
That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown.
It's a foot race. 20, 10, touchdown, Carolina. Cam Newton now with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Early on, you hit on it. Needing to avoid the big play. Easier said than done, though. There's a big touchdown.
Yeah, but the big thing is when he does get his catches, you've got to tackle him and get him on the ground. Obviously, weren't able to do it on that one.
Gano the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. Gano out to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Mariota now to throw on first down. Complete. It's Henry. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make this a second down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Mariota. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. 3rd and short yardage. Mariota eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. make sure he touches it a few times, but as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. First down, Titans, gain of 12. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Mariota. Steps away. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And caught by Henry. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Derrick Henry, and that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get a 2nd touchdown already in the 1st half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. They'll give Henry another shot. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal. Mariota flushed out right. Got a man. It's Humphries. Touchdown, Tennessee. Adam Humphries. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. Extra point put through by Succop. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it ends with a Tennessee score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, trying to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Newton. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Yeah, Greg Olsen's back for his 13th NFL season. The last 9 have been in a Panthers uniform. Only 9 games for him a year ago, 7 the season before due to injuries. But when healthy, a 1,000-yard receiver in 2014, 15, and 16.
Rashad Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. And he's got his target. That's more. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 17-yard line.
DJ Moore went through some ups and downs his rookie season, but really came on strong late in the year. Finished with 55 catches, the most among Panthers not named Christian McCaffrey. And now with Devin Funchess gone to Indianapolis, he's going to be the true WR1 for the Panthers.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a run with McCaffrey. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. The shotgun snap for Newton. And they've got the hookup. This is Olsen. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. 4th down, and here's Graham Gano now in the field goal unit for the Panthers. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will extend their lead even further. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Brian Burns in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Here's Mariota. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Mariota. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this 1st half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. Mariota to Lewis on the draw. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Tried to go draw play out of the gun down here.
Yeah, they tried to spread things out, didn't they? They wanted to move people away from the center of the field, away from the line of scrimmage near the ball, so that the runner could find some space. Unsuccessfully, though.
It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose, and it's picked up by the Panthers. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball. Once you get...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs.
I'm just going to go ahead and call it, partner. You could smell the desperation in that fake, couldn't you? Down big. They had to try something. No one was fooled.
I think you're exactly right. With this deficit, though, go ahead and give it a shot. Didn't work out. In the end, I guess it doesn't hurt him too much. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They go quickly here out to Moore. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. It's picked up by the Titans. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Mariota now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with Henry. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw is Mariota. Being chased out left. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Delaney Walker. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit.
Brandon, they just got the ball, and already they're in the end zone, and you're getting ready to talk about the PAT. That was fast.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that will shave one more off this lead. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. He's had it working pretty well here in this first half up until that last drive when he put it on the turf, Charles.
So I don't think they want to overreact to that fumble because now you've got a guy that's played so well. You don't want to take him and limit his effectiveness by worrying about it too much. But it wouldn't surprise me at all if we saw him next week at meetings. He'd have the football with him at all times.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Completes it to Samuel. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Draw play as Newton gives to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now a first down throw for Newton. And this one complete to Smith. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Panther first down. From the red zone now, Newton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. To throw again, Newton. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Panthers, Olsen. Cam Newton with his third touchdown pass of this first half. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs.
The penalty is declined.
Titans 21.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. We remind you that coming up later tonight, we've got a good AFC battle in Baltimore. The Super Bowl champs, New England, in town to take on the Ravens. And then tomorrow, Monday Night Football, the Cowboys and the Giants from MetLife Stadium to wrap up this first weekend in November. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Rolling to his right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ross Cochran. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Now following the interception, here's Newton. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Gano's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll get started in upstate New York. Washington making the trek north to take on Buffalo. And it's the Redskins who have the lead in that one. Adrian Peterson, the lone touchdown there as he's cashed one in on the ground. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In our game, it was Cam Newton who led the way in that first half. His 3 touchdown passes have his guys out in front as we hand things back over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. Cam fakes the give and keeps it. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Kill.
And this will be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Time to look now with our spotlight at the quarterback, Marcus Mariota. What can they do now, Charles, to make sure this highlight montage doesn't continue to show more pressure and pressure and pressure?
You feel like it always comes back to leverage, don't you? Who is going to win that battle of the offensive and defensive lines? Low man wins. We talk about that, but we think about it in a running game. Well, guess what? The same thing happens when you're trying to pass protect. Are you low? Are you balanced? Are you in a position where the pass rush won't bowl you over on their way back to the quarterback? They've got to reestablish that in order to try and keep their man upright.
Because they have been bowled over a lot so far in this one. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Running jet sweep here, Humphreys. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
To throw Mariota, escaping the pressure right. Uncorks one for Davis, and he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Eric Reed, the former LSU Tiger, making the play on the defensive side.
An attempt at a deep ball there, they didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. Yards on the return that time, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying.
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Now Mariota. It's caught by Davis. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get him.
And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Gerald McCoy in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
3rd and long here for Mariota. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Take it at the 37. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Christian McCaffrey and the Panthers about set to go on offense. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. An extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. From the gun, here's Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
They're trying to show you they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Jarrell Casey with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they left little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Mariota buying time to his left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by James Bradbury. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. A throw he probably shouldn't have made, rolling left and then throwing back across the field.
And when you do that and you're rolling towards the sideline, you cut down your field in a big way, significantly. And the guys who play in the 2nd and 3rd level as linebackers and DBs, they know that. And they know they have nearly as much space to cover, and they're hoping you try and throw it back towards the middle.
On first down, Newton. Thomas has got it, complete. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
They'll run with McCaffrey. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Newton on 3rd down. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touch. 4 touchdown passes now for Cam Newton. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory. 3
touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
They'll roll him out right. All going deep here for Taylor. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the 1st down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
Let's go!
There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there. Well, this defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore, because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Throwing is Newton. And caught left side, Olsen. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I think it's okay that they didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And he's going to find his go-to man so far. That's Moore. A gain of 22. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it seems almost effortless.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Give him 15 there. The Panthers have a first down. McCaffrey on the counter. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Wesley Woodyard there on the tackle.
Watch left. Tie you to the left, tie you left.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down. Newton. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives are bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And we're back now in Charlotte. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K'Wan Short able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Throwing, Mariota. Flush to his right. He finds Taylor. Complete. 22 yards there. A first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Mariota on target there to Humphries. A gain of 6 there on first.
Check. Watch 54.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mariota eluding the pressure right. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving Day. You know, when we get together this year and the Davises and the Gardens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Let's go.
He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a first down. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Got a man, it's Humphreys. Touchdown, Tennessee. Adam Humphreys with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point put through by Succop. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. You know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This will be 3rd and 6. The shotgun snap for Newton. Got his target, Samuel. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. McCaffrey. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Now the Auburn alum, Artis Payne. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The cornerback, it's Logan Ryan who brings him down. Here's McCaffrey. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Newton. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
A short gain that doesn't get him the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And that will extend their lead even further. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. To throw is Mariota. Flushed out right. Going deep for Walker. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. So a risky move that does not pay off. And, Charles, you take it from the defensive perspective. They had to be a little offended there that they even tried to go for it back inside their own 20.
Highly offended.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year, as his guys continue to pour it on.
And now he's at that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This
but
one of our
she's
guys.
Singing too.
Oh, she's
on like the fifth tune.
She left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Brian Burns able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Trey Boston. And a return will stop right around the 25.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent. And now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. This is McCaffrey on the give. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll try the air now with Newton. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now this one complete to Corey Davis. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mariota now completes it to Davis. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here. 1st and 10. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he gets it down to the 32. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Newton's going to throw it. Sliding out of the... And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. And Gano's kick is right through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. Well, it's hard to put your finger on whether this is something to celebrate or something maybe the offense is embarrassed by. But that's now 6 field goals he's made in this game alone.
Yeah, he's bailed them out quite a bit so far. But it's very comforting to know that you have a kicker that's got your back.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brian Burns in there to make the sack on what will be the final act in this ball game. A big offensive explosion up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Panthers, a loss would have really hurt. As it stands, they finished the first half at 3-5. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here,